guys, Pastor Charlie here. Today's fresh bread is going to be out of Acts chapter 4. This is something that God spoke to me about on Friday of last week. We have open prayer on Fridays. Those of you guys who are not part of the staff, every Friday night we get together, and we've been doing this before Grace Empire kind of became a thing. We've just been getting together to pray and seek after God, and just pursue Him, with all that we have. Praying is never a bad thing, so we just continue to do that to see if God was going to do something in our lives, and it's been good. So we've been still doing that. But there's things about it that I'm going to share that's kind of odd. So, what I told my team that night, and it was just me, my wife, and Keely was there that night. I shared this. It's in Acts chapter 4. And what's happening here is Peter and John are standing before the Sanhedrin. So the Sanhedrin's upset that this is after Pentecost has happened, after resurrection of Christ, and after his ascension, of course, then Pentecost. People are getting saved. Peter stands boldly and preached the gospel, and 3,000 people were saved that day. So the Sanhedrin are upset that they're preaching this message. So they gathered them together and ask him why they're doing this. Peter responds by saying something, some awesome stuff here. Again, so in verse 7, they're saying, Sanhedrin, Peter and John brought before them and began to question them. By what power or by what name do you do this? Okay. And then Peter responds. He says, filled with the Holy Spirit, he said to them, rulers and elders of the people, if we are being called to account today for an act of kindness shown to a cripple and are asked how he was healed, then know this, you and all the people of Israel, it is by the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, whom you crucified, but whom God raised from the dead, that this man stands before you healed. Okay. Verse 12 says, salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to men by which we must be saved. Bold. He just says it out. I would like that about Peter. He just gets it, right? And this is this verse is something that really kind of stuck out to me. Verse 13 says, when the Sanhedrin saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled, ordinary men. The ESV version says uneducated, common men. Okay, they were astonished and they took note that these men had been with Jesus. I guess I was encouraged by this because I kind of feel like that. I'm not like completely unschooled, but I'm definitely a common man. I'm not special really in any way. I'm not the greatest speaker. I don't have what I call star power. Some people possess this ability to attract people to like stars, people are willing to die for like Justin Bieber and they don't even know the guy, so he commands this star power, this idea, so I don't have that star power, but I'm hoping that I don't need that when I'm with Jesus. I'm hoping that as we step out into boldness, as we tell people about Christ, as we unashamedly talk about who Jesus is, love people the way they're supposed to be loved, care about people the way they're supposed to be cared about, really not caring about where they came from, but really just loving all people. I'm hoping that kind of boldness, the boldness to do God's work, is going to attract people to us. They're going to see us and they'll say, man, they've been with Jesus. That would be awesome. I would love for someone to describe me as that, or describe Grace Empire, or even you as that. As you are pursuing God, and as you're boldly proclaiming who Jesus is, someone looks at you and says, man, that guy or that girl, man, she's been with Jesus. That's a really kind of a cool compliment. So just wanted to encourage you with that. I'm going to stop there. There's other stuff that I'm going to share, but I'll share in the next video. So that's today's fresh bread. Go boldly proclaim who Christ is, and let people proclaim about you, declare about you. Man, so-and-so, they've been with Jesus. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Peace.